Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the series of Kubernetes Zero to Hero episode number 6. Today we will look closely at namespaces. Imagine we are working at a company where 50-20 developers are there, 20 odd testers are there, and a big team of production applications, and all are running in the same Kubernetes cluster. Now, this seems to be a little complicated because imagine everyone having the same deployment called Nginx. So it will become a chaos, right? So we have to get this organized and before it turns into a disaster. So organization, how will do? The answer is simple. It's namespaces. So in this video, we'll learn what namespaces are, why we use them, and how companies separate the different environments using namespaces. Production environment uses powerful feature. Stay till the end because I'll also share some Kubernetes interview question around this, which are asked in real DevOps interviews. So what was the problem? Suppose there are three teams, development, testing, and they are all deploying in application inside the same cluster. Now, how will differentiate it? Because A will also create an application Nginx, B also will do the same, C also will do the same. So, with the proper organization, managing resources will become difficult. That is how we will get namespace into picture. What is namespace? A namespace is a simply said to be a logical partition inside a Kubernetes cluster, and it will help and allow teams and the application to have the isolated area within the same cluster. So this makes it much easier and um, cleaner. So why do we need it exactly? There are five major reasons. Teams can independently work without affecting each other because they have team separation. Environment separation is there. So development, testing, production can be separated. Access control, RBAC can be introduced. So security wise, it is beneficial. And resource quotas like CPU and memory usage for the each team can be like allocated. So overall it is a better organization. That's why in every production Kubernetes clusters we are using namespaces. Before we proceed ahead and understand more about namespaces, I will ask you a quick question. What do you think, how many namespaces do we have in a typical production cluster, Kubernetes cluster? Put your guesses in the comments before I reveal the answers in the future videos. So let's come back to understand what are the default namespaces. So Kubernetes goes ahead and creates a default namespace, which is if you don't specify any namespaces, so your resources go here. This is next is kube system. So this contains critical Kubernetes component like core DNS and kube proxy. We have kube public. So this contains publicly accessible resources, and the last one is kube node lease. This helps Kubernetes track node heartbreak efficiently. So you can see all the available namespaces using one command, kubectl get namespaces. Now, how do we create a namespace? In order to create it, we use commands kubectl create namespace and then the environment name like dev, test, production, and that's it. Now Kubernetes creates a dedicated area. To verify it exists, we will check by using command kubectl get ns. So it will see all the new namespaces in the list. How do we deploy after creating the namespaces? So we have a YAML file and we simply specify in it uh, the name, which is Nginx, and the namespace dev. So this apply directly to development, and Kubernetes places it inside the development namespace. And to view this pods in that namespace, you can simply do kubectl get pods and the development. So dash n stands for namespaces in this. Now suppose same name, no conflict. Now here the namespaces are really very powerful. Let's say we have a deployment team, sorry, a development team and the production team. So both of them are deploying Nginx. Normally this would create a naming conflict. Because they are in different namespaces, Kubernetes treats them as separate resources. This means dev Nginx and prod Nginx are not same, and they can exist simultaneously without creating any issues. So this is the biggest advantages of namespaces. Now we'll quickly see a real world scenario. We have three namespaces is organized. We have three namespaces is created: development, test, and prod. Now developers deploy into dev, QA in the test, and users are using application running in prod. Everything is staying organized, secure, and easy. Now, this structure is used by startup enterprises and cloud native applications worldwide. We'll quickly review some of the interview questions. What is Kubernetes namespace? A logical partition inside the cluster to organize and isolate resources. Why we use namespaces? Isolation, organization, security, and environment separation. How do you create one? By using a command kubectl create namespace and then the dev, prod, or testing environment. How do you view resources inside a namespace? Kubectl get pods dash, that is a hyphen n, and then dev, prod, etc. If you can answer this question confidently, already ahead of many Kubernetes beginners. I hope this video liked you. Understand Kubernetes namespaces. Hit the like button and subscribe for the next video in the Kubernetes Zero to Hero series. In the next video, I'll cover config maps explained, where we'll learn how to manage application configuration without changing the container images. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.